Hi there, Steve here from urbanwordpress.com. In this video we're going to show you posts and pages and how to write both. Now because this is just a demonstration, I've created myself a lorem ipsum, which is Latin text which Microsoft use on pretty much all their products, and I'm going to use that to post both my pages and my posts. We're actually going to start with a page. Now a page is fixed content on your website, meaning that no matter what you do, the page will always remain the same. Pages are very good for using as about and contact us pages due to the fact that they're very easy to list in the sidebar in their own category. With posts, because you update your posts on a regular occurrence, it's the latest post that will come in at the top of your website. Now, as you can see here, we've clicked on pages and we haven't got any pages yet. So we're going to add a new. And as you'll see, you get something come up that looks an awful lot like a word processor package. That's basically what it is. It's called a WYSIWYG editor. Now the reason it's called a WYSIWYG editor is because it is what you see is what you get. And that's basically it. Is if you in this visual section here, then whatever you write in here is what you will see on your page. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to type in about us, which is the name of this page, and I'm going to go across to my lorem ipsum text and I'm going to copy that and paste that in there, and as you can see that's pasted that in and that's now there. Now what you have here is you have, if we highlight this lorem ipsum, you have the ability to bold, you have the ability to italic, and you have the ability to strike through. Next to this you have the ability to do an unordered list where you can insert bullet points. You can do an ordered list where you insert numbers. You can block quote so that it stands out from the rest of the text. You can justify left, you can justify right, center, and you can justify to the right. Have the ability here to insert a link. If I link this to Urban WordPress and click insert, then that's inserted a link that will go across to Urban WordPress. I can break that link by clicking the unlink. We can insert the more tag. Now when people are browsing your website, you may want them to expand a page at a particular point so that you're not displaying too much information on the single page. So let's for example say here at this point here I want to insert the more tag. I click there and it will add the word more with 3 dots, and they will click on more to expand out the rest of the text. And take that out. We have a spell check. Now if I turn the spell check on, it's going to find lots of spelling mistakes because it's not in Latin. So use your spell check. Please don't post pages up with spelling mistakes in. Make sure you always check before you post. You can toggle this to full screen and you can take it back down to its normal. There's also a number of other options in here. You can add in different formats. There's an underline here, a line in full. You can change particular text color. You can paste in as plain text. We did pasting earlier. You can paste directly from Word if you use Word as your word processing package. Now Word has a habit of moving things around and not pasting it exactly as is normal. So this is a really good tool in the latest version of WordPress. You can remove all formatting. You can insert media. Now the media, they mean pictures, video, audio, anything. So you can insert media with a simple click and then you just add the URL. I'll take you through adding media in a later video. You can insert custom characters. Now obviously we know that not all keyboards have all the characters, so just by clicking on there you have insert custom characters. You can outdent and indent. You can undo, redo, and there's a helpful little help button as well. All this can be found under the last button on the top row, which is show/hide the kitchen sink. As you can see here over on the right, we have the publish section. Now in the publish section we have the ability to save as a draft, to preview the post as it already is. It tells you the current status of what you're working on, and the visibility. Now, the visibility you can change so that it's private, so that only you have access to it, or you can leave it as public. You can choose when to publish, so you can say you want to publish it immediately, or you can publish it at a later date so that it comes in as and when you want that information to be published on your website. Obviously, the publish button. We scroll down a little bit further. You have the attributes. This allows you to order your pages in a particular way. This is slightly more advanced, and we will be covering it in a later video. Underneath we have custom fields. You can add images, you can add all sorts of things. Again, this is slightly more advanced, and we will cover it later. At the bottom here we have discussion. Now, we covered this slightly in an earlier video, whereas you can allow comments if you want people to discuss your page or your post, and you also allow pings. Now, the pings are what tell the search engines that you've updated your website, and I would advise everybody to allow pings. If we go back up and click on the publish section, we've now published that page. Now I'm just going to open this up in a new tab, and there you can see that's the page that we've just published, and that's now on our website. As you can see here on the right hand side under pages, we have the About Us. If we now go back and click on posts, again we have nothing on our website at the moment. We click add new, and you'll see something that looks extremely much like the pages section that we just looked at. Again, you add your title up here. You've got your WYSIWYG editor, which is what you see is what you get. On the right hand side we have the publish section, which is exactly the same. Here we have a posts tags section. Now, tags make it easier for people to navigate around your website. If you have a website that is about golf, for example, and you have a post about golf balls, then entering tag in here for golf balls will help people find it. The same goes for categories. If you're separating your website into different categories, then you will be able to insert new categories as you go along. This will allow you to order your website in a good way so that people can navigate to the information that you want them to find. You can insert an excerpt of your content. This allows you to put in information about your post so that people can actually see a summary of what is there before we get there. You can send trackbacks. Now, this again is slightly more advanced, and we will cover it in a later video. Again, we can add custom fields as we could with the pages. And there's the discussion section. The discussion section again is allow comments to this post and allow trackbacks and pingbacks to this post. Again, we advise that you leave these ticked. So if we go back up, we'll select our lorem ipsum again. We go in here, we're going to use the paste from text. We paste that in and insert. We're going to insert it as a test post. We're going to add a test tag, a test category, and now we're going to publish. As you can see here, it says post is published. If we click on the view post, this is the post that we just put through. If we go to our main page, you'll see that we have our post here in our category of test, and there's our About Us page which we posted earlier. That is how easy it is to post quickly and effectively to your WordPress website. There are a number of advanced things that you can do, but for this video we were just showing you the basics, and that in summary is a quick video on how to post new posts and pages.